It's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A-fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Greetings, friends. Hello. Welcome to Flash Phantasmagoria. I'm going to light a candle. I'm going to light a very special candle. It's my secret Tom Hiddleston Loki candle, which I adore. So I'm going to do that now. And just sort of prepare for doing some spooky stuff. Spooky would probably be the intent today, I think. I think we're going for spooky. Before we get started, we're going to take a second to thank all of our friends. First, 3D2U, who are good friends of ours. 3d2u.org. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram. You can also check out their awesome stuff online. They do make custom gifts, so that there is something that the gamer in your life is looking for, then you can probably reach out to them and get some cool stuff. Also, we have D&D coming up in New Orleans. It's going to be awesome. Woo! Check it out on redadventures.com or destinationdnd.com. Also, I have a book. there's a book. It's pretty cool. It is out and available. It's been out since the beginning of the month, which has been really nice. I think I just checked and I had like 40 books sold, which is pretty cool, all things considered. I'm really thrilled with that, honestly. And I'd love to continue to reach out to more audiences. So we'll see. But check it out online. Dread is available on Amazon, and we are going to be working on the Audible shortly. Also, I think this is still happening. Gummy Owl Bears limited time offer. Just Some Guy, Tennessee. Thank you. Proceeds go to RCAF EAF to help entertainers whose livelihoods have been affected by the recent hurricane damage. So you can check nat21adventures.com to look into information about that. Plop, it's me. I'm back. Aw, thank you, Victoria London Fog, for buying Dread. I appreciate that. Woohoo. Thank you. It'll be fun. Oh yeah, I have a first book called Dare. This is the funny thing. It was not intended for me to write 2 books that had the letter D as the title. It's just the way it happened. And I think tiny URL. Dread book. That is the tiny URL for Dread the book. And that was Dan Kostelik created that. So I think he gets some kind of credit or something every time it gets used. So check it out. Tiny URL, Dread the book. Okay, so we are here well into spooky season. I live in Pennsylvania, so there is a lot of light changes, and fall looks beautiful and riotous around here, especially right now, since we've been well into the fall season for a bit. So I hope that you are having, hello, Fantasy Palette, welcome. I hope that you are having a great time in the fall wherever you are as well. We're about to, the whole family's about to head down to New Orleans to do our run at the Louisiana Renaissance Fair. So if you're coming down to do Destination D&D in NOLA, you will see us there, and maybe the baby bat, because she'll be with us, because we don't just leave her at home. She's a kid, by the way. I don't actually have a bat if you've never met me. Anyway. So we'll put this over here so I don't knock it over. Anyway. So, Flash Phantasmagoria. Phantasmagoria is a sequence of real or imaginary images like those seen in a dream. So it's about creating something that's a little off-center, that's a little not normal. So you might encounter, like, you're going through a field and then you find something on the ground that you weren't expecting, like a shoe. You're not expecting a shoe in the middle of a cornfield. She will be, thank you, Sally. She will be the baby bat forever, even when she's 50, till you're 90. Also, thank you to Sally and Sir David for giving us a very silly, fun, springy bat. That was really cute. I just got that in the mail today. Thank you for sending that. It's adorable. And it's boing. And it boings. And it's fun. Anyway, Phantasmagoria, things like unto a dream. So something odd, something unusual that you see in a normal, regular, everyday life situation. So we're going to start with, let's start with a field. Field will be a location. So now I like to do oddly specific. So, oh, it glows in the dark. Ooh, the bat glows in the dark. That's amazing. Thank you, Sally. Let's go with a cornfield. Cornfield is classic for this time of year. Let's go with a cornfield. So the word field could mean several different things. It could mean a field of grass, just a big open space. It could mean a field of wildflowers. It could mean like a clearing in the middle of the woods. It could be something specifically planted. And what you plant changes your perspective of what's going on. So a wheat field only grows to about like chestish height for most people. A cornfield is tall. You will not be able to see once you get in among the corn stalks. If anyone's ever seen Children of the Corn, once you get in among the corn stalks, they're like 7 or 8 feet tall. So you're not going to see around them. which is part of why it's so scary, I think, for people to go wandering around the cornfields. And it's, that harvest time is around this time. So when you walk around a cornfield and they make corn mazes, it's because you just can't see over top of them and you can't see in between them. So it can be kind of spooky. So we're going to start with a cornfield. Field of Corn. All right. Children of the Corn Short is a movie. I haven't watched it in a long time and I need to go back and rewatch it. I enjoyed it. He who walks behind the rose, Malachi. You know what I mean. Anyway. Okay. So we have a cornfield. Now let's pick an object you wouldn't expect to find in a cornfield. Things you would normally expect to find in a cornfield if you've never been in a cornfield are corn husks, animals. There's plenty of squirrels and rabbits and raccoons and sometimes deer that all hide in cornfields because it's a really great space of cover and it has free food. So things that you wouldn't necessarily find in a cornfield. Sally says frying pan. That's kind of fun. I don't know why there would be a frying pan in the middle of a cornfield. Scarecrows are in cornfields most of the time. Not all of them, but a good amount. Footprints from horses or from people all over the place. Sometimes you can find hunting stuff. I know around here, hunting in cornfields, as long as it's in a licensed area, either a privately licensed space to hunt or a, there can be on occasion wild cornfields because people just have corn literally everywhere. So you might find an orange vest. You might find shotgun cartridges that are empty, spent shotgun cartridges. You might find a hat, like a bright colored hat from a hunter. So it just depends. But oh wow, okay. Okay. I was gonna say a sunken ship from Victorian London Fog. That would be odd. I don't know how it would sink. I guess it's sunk in the mud. Maybe it's sunk in the mud. That's kind of cool. Okay, I like this. All right, a sunken ship in a cornfield. I'm gonna find your version of a ship in the middle of a cornfield. And now let's get a let's get a type of weather. I'm going to caveat this with no rain. Rain happens in the fall all the time, and thunderstorms, lightning storms. That's a little bit overdone when it comes to spooky stuff. So we already have some interesting things. A cornfield, but there's a sunken ship in the cornfield. Let's get a type of weather that is unusual. Ooh, unseasonably warm. That's fun. Apparently in this area, it's going to be like 80 degrees on Halloween, which is stupid. Global warming is real. Ugh. Anyway, but I've had thunder snow up here, which is very odd. It's just strange. Hail, sleet. Plenty of sleet up and around here, depending on if it's cold or not. Ooh, Sally says a dust devil. That's fun. All right, we're gonna go with a dust devil. So wherever we are, this cornfield there hasn't been rain in quite a while, so there's going to be a dust devil. I think these are some fun things. So those are our prompts for the day. We're gonna go with cornfields. Sunken ship and dust devil. So that's what we're starting with today. Ooh, sorry. Been a long couple of days. Nope. Whatever you decide to create, use those prompts that way. Use those prompts to create it. I prefer writing. You can write prose, you can write poetry, you can write song lyrics. You can draw things. You can use this as just a mood sort of board to color with crayons or with oh, I saw a crazy thing today with chalk that you can use like sidewalk chalk and then you like color it in. But then you can get like a paintbrush and wet down the chalk to make it more solid. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. And I was like, that's how you make it look cool? So lame. I had no idea that was a thing. Anyway, so you can do chalk drawings of this if you want to. But yeah, we're going to go with a cornfield, a sunken ship, and a dust devil. Oops, I spelled that wrong, and it's going to bother me if I don't change it. Dust. DEVIL. Devil. Just dust devil. Anyway. Whew, all right. And then we are going to add some music to this. As per usual, I'm using the royalty-free music. And it's not because I disagree with royalties. That's not it. Dist devil. Beautiful. All right. Bloop. Royalties. I don't disagree with people having to pay royalties for music. I think that it's a good idea. But in a situation where I have less than 20 viewers on a regular basis, paying $2 to purchase the rights to something can be really frustrating. If I had hundreds of thousands of followers, maybe that would be a different story and I would do more to get more licensed music. But we're going to do this one. This one is called The Fisher King. Let me get the information. Is this what it is? Yeah, Justin. Okay. Justin Allen Arnold. Okay. And he does a lot of music, apparently, but I'll put exactly what's underneath. Melancholic and classical music. This is, yeah, accordingly, this is The Fisher King, which you can find by Justin Allen Arnold, available online on SoundCloud and YouTube and all kinds of stuff. And it's atmospheric and fun. And we're going to set 5 minutes on our clock. Setting a timer for 5 minutes. Now, this song is only 3.5-ish minutes long. So you're going to have a little bit of time at the end, which is okay. But it's a really cool piece. So I figured we would try it. But yeah, here we go. We're going to play this music. You have 5 minutes starting now. Create. Enjoy. Have fun. That's the end of that song, but you still have about 1:30 left, so keep going. Almost done. All right. I didn't get to the Dust Devil part because I was getting there, but it didn't end up working. But that's, hey, we tried. All right. So now I am going to share what I wrote based on Cornfield, Sunken Ship, Dust Devil. And all of you can share what you wrote either here in the comments or you can share it on our Discord, which I think somebody can put information up about. But okay, Cornfield, Sunken Ship, Dust Devil. Here we go. Harvest time had never been so difficult in the valley before. The dry dirt kicked up around the wheels of the tractor as they turned determinedly across the landscape, crushing husks and stalks in their wake. October was the best time for harvest, and thank goodness the rains had been overly kind in the summer. My father wheeled the tractor to the right to circle around the next row our combine would swallow and shuck. Partway down the row, just to the left, a strange object stuck out of the edge of the field. It almost looked like a red arrow pointing to itself, the way it sharply jutted out from the dry stalks. It looked metallic, maybe like the edge of a snowplow. I pulled on Father's overalls until he slowed the combine down enough for me to jump off the side. There, in the midst of our field, completely hidden from view, was a speedboat, an 18-foot-long speedboat with a red hull, beautiful in the light. Those are really fun prompts. Thank you. Yeah, we are on Discord. Come join us on Discord. That's where I'm going to post this now. It just takes, every time I open up Discord, it has to update itself like 20 times. But I'm going to go put that up there right now. And you may share what you have written as well. Keep in mind that when you're creating these things, it's basically just a draft. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you did it. You sat down, you created something, whatever it was. 5 minutes. You're not going to have an expert piece of art for the most part in 5 minutes. But you did it. You made it happen. And that's worth a lot, truly. So I'm going to take a hot second to just thank all of our sponsors once more. Our friends at 3D2U, our friends at New Orleans adventure that is coming up on Destination D&D, and our friends at me having a book which is called Dread, on my newest book, which is available on Amazon right now. So yeah, I hope that you took a moment to yourselves to just enjoy the process of creating things. And I hope that it gave you some, I don't want to say clarity. I want to say like calm in a sea of wildness. And as we get closer to the holidays and ramping up everything, you took a moment to yourself, and that's worth it. So thank you all for joining me. I know that later on tonight on the channel, they are doing some newer stuff. So, ooh. Oh, yes, this is very important. Please remember to vote. You have about a weekish to get your ballot in if you have an absentee ballot. My husband gratefully took hours out to drop them off at the post office. So we knew that they were going to be there. Oh, that's what it is. Thank you. The Saints game tonight. Thank you. Our Patreon Saints are having a game this evening that is brought to you by Autumn Ingenue. I think it's Soft Autumn Ingenue. And she just put up a post, I think, in our Discord about what it's going to be featured. I think it's called The Underworld. So definitely check it out if you are a Patreon Saint. Check out the awesome stuff that we have to offer. Yes, there it is. Also true. Join us for episode 10, The Beast. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. And hopefully I will see you all down the road. Have a really great day. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.